What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Right? So listen, let's get right into it. The New York Knicks pull off another great victory tonight in preseason game number 2 by defeating the Indiana Pacers 131 to 114. I mean, listen, man, they look fabulous. They truly, truly do. Now, just think about this, guys. They didn't have Evan Fourier, and they didn't have Grimes tonight. And look how well they're pretty much playing together as a team, right? Um, the addition of Brunson changes everything. It just does. I mean, he is truly, truly, truly the tone setter. And then pretty much a rejuvenated R.J. Barrett. He looks great. I mean, he looks like he's in midseason form. He looks like he's ready to go, and he's looking like, a guy that's pretty much locked in, just saying to himself, hey, listen, I want to be the leader of this team. I want to be the guy with the ball in my hands when times get rough. I want to be the guy who, has the ball in my hand in the clutch time. It's time to be clutch. That's what I want to be. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a beautiful thing because you're seeing the creation and the forming of an alpha superstar, right? You're seeing it happen right before your eyes. And having a piece like Brunson really, really helps him because now that takes away all the pressure on him because Brunson puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Hence, he had 17 tonight, but he was 9 for 9 from the free throw line. So he's putting pressure on the defense by drawing fouls and just pretty much, taking high percentage shots. You had guys like, IQ coming. Obi is just, oh, he's sensational, man. He truly, truly is. I'm going to touch on him in a minute, but he was great coming off the bench. I love McBride's energy coming off the bench. Julius was okay. Big Mitch looks amazing in shape. They look great. They look great. They look like a great team. They look like a great team altogether. Who I am a little concerned about is Cam Reddish, right? He only had 2 points tonight. He made a couple of decent plays, but he seems like he's just not in the groove with the offense, right? Here's what's so important, guys, about hoops, right? I played, like I always said before, I played in high school and college, right? So, you got to make the game simpler. And how you make it simpler is taking high percentage shots. What has hurt the league in a lot of ways is, the emergence of Steph Curry and what he's been able to do by transcending the sport, right? By shooting from a long distance, the three-point shot. So now it's like it's only cool if you could dunk, make a layup, go to the basket strong, or shoot from the foul line. I mean, excuse me, from mid-court like he does, right? Steph Curry, right? So now everybody wants to pull from three. Everybody wants to kind of showboat and look fly with the rock, right? Not everybody can be Steph Curry, right? So it's kind of taken away from the beauty of the game. And the beauty of the game is not just shooting from far, but shooting like that 15-footer, that mid-range. You don't see a lot of guys doing that. That's what made Melo so exceptional, right? That's what made guys like Bernard King so exceptional. That mid-range, that 15-footer. And then you being able to put your back to the basket, scoring from that, and being able to finish strong at the rim. You're a nightmare to guard, to defend. You're a nightmare to any offense. Excuse me, to any defense, right? And so that's the key. And for a guy like Cam Reddish, that's what he needs to develop. He's got to develop that mid-range game, right? And there's a couple of times I saw him, and he's over-penetrating. If you make a move on a guy, pull up for that 15-footer, bang, right? That's right there. Like, that's all day. Or if the guy steps back on you, pull up for the baseline jumper. That's it. Just score the basket, right? It doesn't have to be a couple of feet behind the three-point line for you to just start jacking up threes. Like that you don't have to do that. Now, if you're wide open for a three and you want to take it, then fine, knock it down. But there's no need to, right? Get your rhythm first. Go to the basket. Make a couple of layups. Hit a couple of jump shots. Hit a floater, right? Like that's like gone, like from the game now. And for a guy like that who's long, athletic, he would be a nightmare for a lot of defenses, right? Because of his athleticism, his length. And if he can add stuff like that to his game, he'll be tough to guard, man. But he's not doing that, right? He's just trying to come up, do crossovers, be fly with the ball, all this extra stuff. I'm like, dude, like, there's no need for that. Go to the rack, make a layup, hit a couple of jump shots. You know what I mean? Like, then you pretty much get in the flow of things. You want to step back and hit a three, you could do so. But we don't need, you know what I mean? So he's got to find his flow. He's got to find his rhythm, and he's got to find out where he fits in, because Tibbs is giving him an opportunity to show him that he deserves minutes, right? He's giving him some. But he's not really doing much with it. So now we can't, as fans, say that Tibbs didn't try. Tibbs didn't give him a chance, because Tibbs did. He started him tonight, but he didn't give us anything, right? So, so that's one thing. I'm still seeing the same stuff with Julius. I'm a little worried now. I am. Same stuff, man. I've seen a couple of times where Mitch may take the ball out, and Julius will be coming and wanting the rock. Like, I want to bring it up. And Brunson's had to come and get the rock and wave him off. Like, nah, go down. And I'm like, dude, see, here we go. We don't need you to be point forward. And then there was one time he came down, tried to be point forward again, tried to do the give and go with RJ, and they turned the ball over, and Tibbs called a timeout. Like, basically saying, like, what's going on, man? See, he's starting to do things now that's starting to show that he's still the same guy. Like, he's not going to change his game for anybody. He may do it one game, but for the whole season, I don't see that. And it was a couple times tonight I saw him making moves and doing stuff. I just like, dude, like, come on, man. Like, you're doing too much. Like, see, this is the stuff, people were complaining about with him. But then he'll come down and make a big, strong move, a pop post, a spin, and a layup. And I'm like, dude, you should be doing that all game. Like, this is easy work. Getting to the free throw line, getting easy points. Those are gimmies. Stay in that box. Stay in that Baja. Stay with that back. Get back to the basket. Do a jab step. Turn and face. Turn and face. Jab step. Little baby jump shot. Come around. Take it to the hole strong. Get the offensive rebound. Go up. Get fouled. Get an N1 or take 2 free throws. The game is simple. It's easy for him, man. So I'm confused as to why he wants to be at the top of the key, like he's a point forward. Like that. They got to fix that quick. They got to fix that quick, because he could be a problem. And then, because once his game ain't flowing, you know what he does, right? So he's proven that to us last year. So now that leads me into my other point. I'm sure you guys heard those chants, right? OB, 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 because he looked exceptional tonight, picking up right where he left off at the end of last season. Julius is going to have a problem, because if this kid is playing the way I think he can play, give him more time. I'm not saying that he's going to start over Julius. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that it may force Tibbs' hand to maybe give him a lot more key minutes, and when he takes Julius out, to maybe not put Julius back in, because Obi is he's on fire. You know what I mean? As far as his energy, everything. Because Obi's energy is up, man. He gets the ball. He's running the wing. He's running up and down the court, flying up and down the court. He plays fast, right? And that's what you want, right? And he's big and he's long. He's 6'9", almost pretty much 6'10". So he's an explosive point. Explosive. Quick off the jump. His jump shot is coming together. He doesn't want to stand up top of the key and clog up the top. You know what I mean? He moves around. He's in constant motion. And that's what you need with this offense. You don't need a guy that wants to be up top and act like he's Carmelo Anthony and just want to, dribble a ball and be a point forward like he's LeBron James. Something. That's what Julius is. You don't need that guy. You need that guy constantly moving. Because like I said in my last show, you need that top of the key for guys like IQ, guys like Grimes, guys like Fourier, guys like RJ, and guys like Brunson and D Rose to have room to get busy. But if you're up there clogging up the area because you want, you know what I mean? And that's where Julius is having an issue. And what I can see because the crowd loves Obi. You heard it tonight. So that's my only concern. I want, Julius, like I said before, he's a hell of a player. But you saw it tonight. It's hard for him to conform, man. It's very, very hard for guys like that to conform and kind of get back into that swinging thing. So I hope Tibbs is able to reel him in again, right? This is what we talked about last season. But this season is different because Obi's playing with a different amount of confidence. He's believing in himself, and guys pretty much, they force the coach's hand and say, yo, look, dude, I'm dropping 24. 17, 19, shooting 60% from the field. I'm active too on defense, right? I have a very high motor. Yo, I gotta play. You gotta play me. And then the chance start coming, right? So it's gonna be tough this year. It's gonna be tough, but I do like what I see. I do like the energy with the Knicks. They're young. They're running good. Brunson sets the tone, and RJ is looking like a star is born here in New York, right? He's looking like the guy. He is. So, so I'm excited to see exactly what happens, right? But listen, that's my show. I'll be back for preseason game number 3. Once again, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right. Also, too, once again, please leave comments, all right, so we can go back and forth and we can debate. I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Peace.